Hey, ladies, it's Anita. You have less than 24 hours to register for this month's Masterclass, Staying Positive and Hopeful While Waiting for Love. There is still time and there are seats still available. So I want you to head to the link www.pillar.io/betterlovemovement and register right now. See you soon.
Good afternoon. I just want to jump on really quickly and make this one thing very abundantly clear that women seem to be confused about. And I don't know why. I don't know why you're confused. Okay, so let me clear up. I'm on here right now about to clear up something that most women should know. Most women should know this. Okay, I had a young lady send me an email, and she is confused as to why, like, okay, she has all these men in her DM on Instagram or men sending her messages through Messenger. Oh, I don't understand why, I can't seem to settle down. I can't seem to find a husband. Messages or whatever, and all these men sending me messages, and every now and again I'll go out with one, or we'll hook up, we'll link up, and I can't seem to turn it into anything real. I can't seem to turn it into anything serious. You ready? You ready to get your feelings hurt? You ready? Okay, you ready to get your feelings hurt? Men have incredibly low standards for sex. Okay? What don't you understand about that reality? Men have incredibly low standards for sex. Okay? Oh, hold on, because I'm in this area where I'm in this area right now where the internet the hold on a second. I'm gonna get to a part where hopefully it's better. Y'all, and look, I'm at dusk, so the sun is on this side of me. I'm gonna see if I can keep the sun out of my face. But the reality is this: men will have sex with you, okay? Men will have sex with you, and maybe even date you on the low. That does not mean they want you to be their woman. That does not mean they want you to be their girl. That does not mean they want you to come around their friends and their family. But they have incredibly low standards to have sex with you. And ladies, again, we've already talked about, you being naive, you being, clueless and naive to these very basic things about men and about relationships. It's not cute. You being naive to the fact that men have incredibly low standards for sex. Like, you just have to be alive. You just have to be breathing. Okay? You just have to be breathing. And if they come in your DM and you kiki with them, if you give them the time of day, they gonna try to hit. So that's it. That's the PSA. And y'all need to stop thinking that because a man came in your DM, a man is giving you any form of attention, a man is trying to take you out briefly on the possibility of sexual access, that means something. It doesn't mean anything. A man, wanting to hit is just a man. Like, I'm confused. Why y'all are confused? Why do you honestly think that all these men that, put fire emoji under your Instagram picture or come in your DMs and send you messages like, so? That's called soul, baby. Okay? And it's called, let me see what I can get. Let me see what I can get access to. That's what it's called. It ain't nothing, but y'all are making it something. And then let's go here. Y'all really not going to like this. let's go here. You think because you linked up or the man had sex with you, and maybe the man was somewhat attractive or, moderately attractive, you now, okay, well, he didn't wife me, or he didn't, we're not in a relationship, but now I can't be with no man lower than him. Like I can't lower my standard because I was with that man. That man gave me some attention. That man sent me a DM, or I had sex with that man. And so now that's where my standard is. I can't be with nobody that ain't that. That's foolish. That's going to keep you, that's going to keep you alone for a while. Because again, and like I said, I know a lot of women's egos cannot handle this harsh truth. But again, a man's standard for sex is low. Him just trying to get some sex, some tail from you, that don't mean that he really wants you like that. That don't mean that you're his dream girl. That don't mean anything in my book. That's why that's all called so what. Men like that, I'm not impressed. A man messaging me, a man telling me I'm beautiful, or telling me I got this and okay. Uh-huh. So, and y'all need to start thinking that way too. Stop thinking that everybody who's messaging you or putting the heart eyes and the fire emoji under your picture, stop thinking it means something. Attention is not intention. Attention is not, oh, I actually, want something real. I actually want to really get to know you. I actually want to pursue you in a real way. It's just attention. It's like looking at a car accident on the highway. Pretty much everybody gonna look. That's why the traffic gets slow. The traffic gets slow because everybody is slowing down. Oh, what's going on over here? What's on? Okay, we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna help the people. We're not gonna do anything but look. Like that's it. So please stop. Okay, that's. I don't know why I have to explain that to grown women. That a man's standard for sex is low, and I don't know if it's because their ego gets hurt by me saying that. So what are you saying? You're not his type. You're not his long-term type. You're not his dream girl. But yeah, if you're giving out some free tail, sure. Sure, I sure will. Giving out some free tail, okay, why not? That's like in a man's DNA. That's why I'm not impressed. Guess what impresses me? What impresses me is a man who consistently, and I'm talking 6 months to a year, who consistently pursues me. Okay, I'm impressed by a man who drops down on his knee. I'm impressed by a man who puts an expensive ring on my finger. I'm impressed by a man who sets a date. Okay, I'm impressed by a man who walks me down a long aisle with all my friends and family in tow, and gives me the ultimate commitment. That impresses Anita. All this other stuff is called so what? Okay? And you need to work on yourself. You need to raise your self-esteem and raise your standards so that you are not impressed by a man, complimenting you and sending you DMs and, trying to get you over at his house. And look, half the men won't even take you on a real date. They ain't even taking you on a real date. They literally, yeah, you should come over here. I should come over there. What? Are we really falling for this? Are we still falling for this? Really? Are we? No, I'm not impressed. And you shouldn't be either. But somebody needed to hear this, because that young lady, she really, she was genuinely confused. She was genuinely confused, y'all. Like, what? Why can't, these men, y'all, this sun is wearing me out. These men, they seem to want me. No, they really don't. Like, they really don't, baby. they want something else. They want something else, okay? And the standard for that is low. But they seem to want me. They seem to be all in my DMs or, messaging me or calling me or texting me, okay, until it go down. And depending on how much they liked it, it may go down a couple times, but that's it. Their standard for what they will have sex with is incredibly low. That's it. And if you are a grown woman, you should know that. You should know that. But see, our ego won't let us believe that. That, maybe this man is just interested in sexual access. Maybe he's not, interested in pursuing anything further. And a lot of today's men are not. So that's why a lot of women are just like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm kind of good. I'm meeting my own sexual needs. I got friends to meet other needs, and I got other things to meet other needs, because right now, I'm not interested in that game. I'm not interested in the, pay to play or sex for money or, I don't know, sex for attention, whatever game they're playing. A lot of women are they're not interested. And truth be told, I don't think men are really that interested either. I have several guy friends that, I kid you not, I can't tell you the last date they went on. I can't tell you the last time they were in a relationship. Like, I think the guys and the girls are equally fed up with what's going on. I think both sides of the fence are like, nah, I'm good. But like I said, men have a higher drive than women. Men have more testosterone than women do. So they have a higher need for sexual fulfillment than most women. I'm not saying all, because y'all about to drop it in the comments. I need sex. I got a high sex drive. You are in the minority. I'm in the minority. Okay? So most women don't like sex like that. If we being honest, most women don't need sex like that. Okay, if you have a high sex drive or you just need sex, you are in the minority, because most women don't need sex like that. Now, men, on the other hand, most men, all that testosterone, especially if they're not wasting it on pornography or some other foolishness, men have a high sex drive. I'm actually going to post a clip from an interview with Louise Perry, where her and Steven talked about how, and I've always said this, that's why pornography is so pervasive to society. So they talked about how men who regularly use porn, it lowers their drive, it lowers their ambition, it lowers their ability to pursue or to hunt. And Steven even said, he's like, yeah, I've had situations where I was scheduled to go on a date with a woman, and a couple of hours prior to the date, I masturbated. And he said, I kid you not, as soon as I masturbated, I had zero, interest in going on the date. Yeah, that's exactly how pornography and masturbation works. Like, you're no longer hungry. You're no longer hungry for the chase, for the pursuit of a female partner. Because, as, the fellas say, it's that post-nut clarity. And so at that point, he was like, yeah, I really don't need this. I really don't need to go out. I really don't need it. Yeah. But I think that's what's happening in mass. That's what's happening on a larger scale, is that women say it all the time. Men don't approach women anymore. It's because of pornography. It's because of, masturbation and pornography. There's no hunger. There's no desire to hunt. Because for the most part, masturbation and pornography, it lowers a man's, hunger, his need to hunt. So that's kind of where we're at. And you have some men in the world where they're never going to lower themselves to that. They think that's weak. They think that the watching of porn and masturbating all the time, they're never going to lower themselves to that, because they're like, yeah, that's weak. That's for weak men. Strong men, real men have sex, And so and I'm going to be honest with you, those men have an abundance of options. And the men get so mad. They get so mad at these men because they're like, yeah, all the women are having sex with 10% of the men, and all the women want this certain type of man, and, there's no women that are interested in us. Okay, but again, I tell men all the time, it's because you're watching pornography. It's because you're masturbating. It's because you're not working out. It's because you're not ambitious. It's because you're not strong. It's because you're not getting in the gym. You're not lifting. You're not grooming yourself. Like, there's thousands of reasons why, the larger scale of men, women don't want. But y'all don't want to hear that. So just like I tell women, and I tell the truth to women, I also tell the truth to men, but y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. You want to blame it on women. You want to blame, what's wrong with these women? They don't want us. There is a reason for that, bruh. There is a reason why most women don't want most men. Because most men, they need to take better care of themselves. They need to work on their social skills. They need to get into the gym. They need to become more masculine. Yeah. Most women, the average woman does not want a weak, pornography addicted. Okay, I'm finally out of the sun. They do not want a weak, pornography addicted, masturbating all the time, poor social skills. You need to groom yourself. You need to work out. Your body looks like crap. Okay? You have poor social skills. You don't know how to converse. You're very inappropriate in the things that you say. Okay? You don't know social norms. You don't know how to plan a date. You don't know to pay for that date. No, most women don't want that. You don't have any ambition or any goals or any purpose. No, most women don't want that. Let me sum it up in this one thing. You ready? Most women don't want a man doing worse than her. What I look like getting with a man that I'm better than. That's it. I do not want a man that I'm doing better in life. Okay? I do not want a man that I'm more fit than him. I'm more emotionally intelligent or stable. I'm more ambitious. I'm more whatever. Fill in the blank. But most women don't want a weak man. Most women don't want a man that they're better than. Right? And I've said it here all the time. I want my man to be better than me. He must be better than me. He must be better than me in some area of his life. Some area. I cannot be with a man that's not better than me because I can't respect him. I cannot respect a man that don't have his ish together, don't have his life together, doesn't have his fitness together, doesn't have a good relationship with his children, doesn't have a good, management of his money, doesn't read, fill in the blank. I cannot be with a man that I do not respect. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, fellas. Most women don't respect most men today because there's nothing to respect. So maybe that's a harsh truth that you all have a hard time swallowing. But I see it all the time. The lack of grooming. I mean, look, I had this one guy. Oh, Lord, I can't make this up. I had this one guy. He was in a meetup group I was in. And so I guess he called himself, well, women like beards. Let me grow a beard. Now, I've known this guy for 15 years. And so he gets on the let me grow a beard, train, thinking, oh, well, women like beards. Let me grow a beard. Y'all, when I tell you that was the nastiest, most disgusting looking beard I ever saw. I was like, ew. like, ew. I mean, it was just a mess, right? He didn't go to a barber and clean it up. He didn't keep it brushed. Like, let me give y'all this tip. You ready, gentlemen? You ready? Buy a beard brush. That will go a long way. Buy a brush for your beard. And every day in the morning, brush your beard. Put a little something on your beard. No one wants to see your little nappy, crusty, crazy. No one thinks that's cute. But see, you think, oh, I'm on the beard train. That's what women like. Not no nasty beard, they don't. Not no nasty, disgusting food in your, no. And look, the mustache part is all growing in your mouth. No, don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. This is what they want. They want you to buy a beard brush. They want you to wash that beard and wash your face. They want you to brush that beard. They want you to go to a barber every 2-3 weeks and get that beard tightened up, cleaned up, lined up. That's what they want. I don't even care for beards, so you ain't got to do all that for me. I'm not a big beard fan. So I don't want none of it. Okay. But I'm just letting you know, to the men listening, okay, that could be the problem. That your beard is nasty, that your hair is nasty. Some of y'all need a haircut. You need to clean up what you got going on. And look, then the men want to grow their hair out, and then they want to braid it. But then it's been 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and the braids got all kind of nastiness in it, and it got all kind of lint and all. No, nobody wants that. It looks like it stinks. Okay? Because you want to grow your hair out and call yourself braiding it and all these little are you listening? Just cut that crap off. Cut that crap off. Keep your hair cut. Keep your hair cut. Okay? Grown men, men, they just cut their hair. They ain't got no braids with all the little intricate. No, they really don't. That's for little kids. And while I'm on the subject, stop dressing like you 17 if you over 25. Stop dressing like you 17. Stop wearing basketball jerseys and baseball jerseys and tennis shoes everywhere and chains and caps, and stop that. Stop wearing your pants lower on your behind. If you are over 25 years old, don't nobody want that for real. Okay? Like I said, there's a percentage of women that may find that attractive, but then, that's another that's another type of woman. To me, that's not a grown woman. A grown adult woman wants to go out with a grown adult man. She don't want you looking 17 and you 35, 40. Let's go here. I went out to the brunch place the Sunday before last, not last Sunday because it was Father's Day. Sunday before last, it was 55-year-old men in there. 55-year-old men, y'all, with the baseball cap, with the jersey, with the tennis shoes, with the jeans and the designer belt and the jewelry. What? Like, you're a grandpa. You're a grandfather dressing like this. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I left out of there. It was a couple dudes. It was like, hey, you need it? No, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You 55 years old and you a grandpa and this how you dressing? If an epidemic of grown men dressing like teenagers well into their 40s, yep, it's disgusting. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it, and it's going to be me because y'all know my mouth is big. Somebody got to say it. Don't nobody want that. And because you done grown a beard and now you on the beard train, you think somebody wants you? And you can't even keep that up. And cut your hair. Cut your hair, gentlemen. That's not cute. The long hair, no. If you are a grown-a man, cut your hair, baby. Okay? Keep your hair clean and cut. Now, I'm from D.C., so y'all know how we do it. Keep your hair cut. My brothers and my cousins, they got their hair cut every week. like it was excessive. They was obsessed. They was obsessed with the waves and the stocking cap and getting the line up every week. They was obsessed. Like DC men are the kings of the clean, cut, the clean look. Okay, we invented that. So that's what I know. That's what I'm used to. I don't like all this long hair and the braids and all. I don't do all that. Not for no grown man. You can go through that phase when you're a teenager and maybe in your early 20s, but once you hit 25, cut that hair off. There's nothing attractive about that. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. So, let me end this little PSA by saying this again. Ladies, and especially if you are a young lady, okay, do not be naive to this game of Oh, I get all this attention. I have all these men in my DMs. How come I can't find no real relationship? Because men's standards for sex is low. Now, I'm not saying that to say you are not a perfectly attractive young lady. However, okay, we do need to be self-aware. We need to be self-aware. So everything ain't for everybody. Okay, I'm going to say it like that. Everything ain't for everybody. But just know that if somebody that's not your normal, like this guy's like, oh, wow, this guy's interested in me, or this guy, okay, but just understand that men, they love them some low hanging fruit. Like most men are not going to get a ladder, or they're not going to climb to the top of the tree to get the best that the tree has to offer. They're going to stand on the ground, and they may shake the tree, and whatever falls, and that's a lot of women. So they shaking the tree, and whatever fall off the tree, that's what they going to pick up. Or they going to reach from the ground, whatever they can reach from the ground. They're not going to climb the tree to get to the top of the best that that tree has to offer. Just understand that. Okay? And stop thinking that every man that approach you, whether he is a good looking man, an average man, or below average, no, men's standard for sex is low. Period. And their standard for marriage tends to be higher. They're looking for different things when they're thinking about getting married. It's not just about sex. It's not just about a fat tail. It's not just about some big yitties. Okay? When they're ready to settle down, and this is another harsh reality, most women do not settle down with their dream girl because they're looking at other things. It's not solely about looks. If the man has any sense, he's settling down and he's looking at other things. But when a man is in that lustful state, when he's just, look, swiping right, and oh my God, let me tell y'all, and this was years ago when I was on the app doing my research. I mean, the craziest people were matching with me. And that's how I knew those people were just swiping right. They were just swiping right on everyone. I would look at the matches. It would be guys that were 19. 19-year-old boys match with me. And they're just on the app, just swiping right. They're not even looking at my age. They're not reading the profile. They just saw that first picture and was like, yep. That's what men are doing. Because when they're in that stage of life, they're full of lust. And they're just, they're just trying to get laid. I'm not looking for my wife. I'm not looking for a real girlfriend. I'm not looking for anything real. I'm trying to get laid. It's about numbers. That's what men are about. It's all about numbers. So stop believing that men falling in your DM, that men messaging you and taking you out or trying to get you over to their house. That don't mean anything. Talk to me in a year. Talk to me in 6 months when that man has consistently shown up without you opening your legs. That's when you know it's real. When you're not opening your legs and that man is consistently showing up and taking you out and doing things with you and y'all are having fun together and y'all are talking on the phone, show me that brother. Okay, show me the brother that's going to get down on his knee and give you a ring in front of your friends and your family. That's real. Anything else is called, okay. But being this naive is not cute. There's nothing cute about it, and we have to grow up. And I'm trying to get women to grow up younger and younger. I'm trying to teach 18-year-old women this game. Stop thinking that every man that wants you, you need to be with. No, you don't. No, you don't. I knew that at a very young age. There was plenty of men that wanted to be with me, and I was like, okay, I'll let you know. Like, okay. That was my response every time. Because where I come from, and I know y'all don't believe this, but where I come from, because look, men love to say, well, women are the gatekeepers of sex, but men are the gatekeepers of relationship. Not where I come from. Not where Anita come from. Where Anita comes from. So the era, the time that I come from, we are the gatekeepers of all of it. Because had the man that I got married to, had he dropped down on one knee and was like, I want you to be with me, be my wife. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to do that. Then what? See, I could have said no. Last I checked, I could have said no. And I was engaged 2 times before that, and I did say no. I changed my mind. I was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't think I want to, go all the way into this. I did say no. So I'm confused. Yes, a man has to ask, but the woman has to say yes. So I'm confused. Legs not staying closed for a year, Miss Anita, unless they 2, 3 kids deep. Legs not staying closed for a year unless they 2, 3 kids deep. I'm talking about women. I don't know. I'm talking about women. I don't know if they got kids or not, but like I said, I'm just built different. I can't even respond to some of these people's, I can't, because like I said, I'm just built different. So I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not 21. I'm not fresh faced anymore, but I am a lady. I am and will always be a lady. And that means that I do not give access. I do not give sexual access to strangers. I do not give sexual access to men just because, oh, you're cute, you have this, you have that, oh, you're fat behind. I don't give men sexual access like that because I'm a lady. And last I checked, entitled men running around wanting to have sex for dates. I mean, that's, like I said, I don't come from that generation. I come from the generation of, yeah, what do you got? Show me who you are. Show me what you're about. Show me what your character is about. And make me laugh and take me out and all. That's the generation I come from. So this whole idea of, oh, a woman's got to have sex on the third date or the first date and all this other stuff, I don't come from that. I come from a generation of I am a lady. I engage with gentlemen. I engage with men who actually, want something real. I don't know what y'all are doing right now. I don't want any parts of it. So yeah, my advice will remain the same. And see, y'all like to think that, oh, it's different. It's different. Y'all love saying that. It's different now. It's different now. It really is not. Y'all have messed up the game, but it's really not different. If every woman on the planet just closed her legs until she was engaged or married, everything would change. It would take a while, but it would change. Things would change. And initially, men would be furious. Men would act out. They would be furious. If women stopped having free sex with men, men would lose their mind. Men would, start masturbating and looking at porn all the time, but men would become angry. They would become angry at women. They may lash out. They may act out. But eventually, they'd be like, you know what? All right, this is not going to fly. Like we got to try something else. This is not going to fly. And things would slowly turn around. Might not happen in my generation, but I hope it would happen in time for my children. All right, Brienne Nicole says, I was told if a man wants to marry you in 2024, consider yourself lucky. Yeah, it's like the lottery, girl. It's like the lottery. That's how bad it is. It's like winning the lottery. He said a lot of men aren't looking to marry right now. Yeah, and you are right. It's like hitting the lottery. Okay? So that's why I'm telling women, like, create a life you love, okay? Create a life you love, okay? Stop making men the center of your whole world. Create a life that you love, that you want to be in. Because right now, if you one of these girlies that's like, oh my God, I need a man and I need a boyfriend and I want to get married, and these men gonna take you through the ringer. Like, you gonna trust and believe you're going to be used and abused. Once they know that that's what you want, oh, they going to pull out the hoops and they going to put fire around them, and you in a 3-ring circus. Because, see, now they know, oh, she want to get married. Oh, she wants something real. Okay, well, I'm going to make her jump through all these hoops, and I'm going to make her jump. It's a 3-ring circus now. And you going to keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that. And then 5 years, 10 years later, when no ring is forthcoming, wait a minute, what's happening? How come I'm not married yet? Because you fell for it. Instead of decentering men, and that has nothing to do with hating men. I love men. I have tons of men in my life. They are just not at the center of my life. But if you one of these girlies, oh, I gotta find a man, I gotta go, and trust, they can smell that coming a mile away. Oh man, look, this girl right here, yeah, she want to be with me, and she think I'm gonna get married. She think I ain't doing all that. But yeah, I'm gonna, string her along. Yeah, that's what they gonna do with you. So Create a life you love. I've been given that advice forever. And hopefully in the journey of doing so, you will cross paths with someone that someone wants something real and you want something real. Hold the line, ladies. Hold the line. And only interact with men that want something real. And see, if that was your standard, this is what women don't want to hear. You're not going to be in a relationship right away. You're not going to be, your DMs will be dry. Your phone will be dry. See, that's the fear. That's the fear in all of you. That's why you won't do that. Because you rather have something. You rather have something than nothing. I got to have something, Miss Anita. I can't be by myself. I don't like myself. When I'm alone in my own company, I don't like that person. I got to be entertained and distracted by someone else because I'm not really feeling myself. No, I love me. I love me. The most fun I have is with me. I can't get enough of me. So, okay. But that's the advice I give. Really, what do you say when women stop having intimacy sexually after they're married? They're use other more of, okay, I need more context, but I don't agree with sexless marriages. Everybody knows that. And personally, I think if y'all stop getting so much sex on the front end, you may have some energy for sex in your marriage. Because right now, Anita's saving sex for marriage. Like I'm saving sex for my husband. And, my husband he gonna get a whole lot. Like my husband's gonna be like, I can't even. Like, man, I can't even go home tonight. Anita's gonna be on me. Anita's gonna be at that door when I get home. But see, I'm not wearing myself out. I'm not giving it to everybody else. I'm saving it for my husband. So if I can be honest, I think modern day people, I think they so busy giving it out to everybody else, they don't have nothing left for when they get married. That's what I think happens. So that's just me. I don't see how people can have a roster. I rarely can meet a guy I actually like. Yeah. But you are in that percentage of women that can't be with just anybody. And that percentage is growing. That percentage of women is growing. I used to notice 20 years ago where, it was like 5% of women, 10% of women like that, where we're like, no, thank you. I can't be with just anybody. And now 20, 30, 40% of women are now like, no, I can't be with just anybody. That percentage is starting to grow. That's a good thing. It means you love yourself. It means your standards. You finally got some standards and you finally got some self-esteem and some self-love and some self-worth. You can't be with just anybody. But there's still a percentage of women who can. And they're going to put up with a whole lot of mess under the guise that this man will one day commit to them one day. That's how the situationship got invented. It was y'all, women. It was y'all that invented the situationship. It was y'all that invented the friends with benefits. Y'all the one went along with this nonsense. So no, that was y'all. So I got to blame the women for that one. Y'all the ones that allowed this craziness. So no, thank you. No. All right, I got to go. My client is about to pull in any minute. Have a great rest of your evening, but I needed to talk to the younger women because I'm getting more and more younger women sending me messages. And what I want from them more than anything is that the naiveness has got to go. Like we cannot be so gullible. We cannot be so naive anymore. Okay, we have to learn some basic tenets of men and masculinity and how men work. So I just gave you one for free. A man's standard for sex is low. Okay, so don't feel special because he put his wee-wee in you. Like, oh my God, he really, no, he don't. He wanted his wee-wee wet. That's all that happened. Okay, don't make it more than what it is. And a lot of y'all are assigning more meaning to it than you need to. It doesn't mean anything. It means he wanted to get laid. But you're making it like, oh, I must be so special and so different and so that, no, it may not mean that. It may not mean that. That's why you got to keep your legs closed. So you're going to see how he really feel about you when you keep your legs closed. Keep your panties on. Stay off your back. Stay off your knees. And then you'll see how a man really feels about you. If he keeps coming around, if you keep talking, if you keep texting, if y'all keep going out and doing things, okay, you might be on to something. But if if you coming around late at night, or bringing you over late at night, or, not talking to you when you have your ladies' time, that's your answer. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. But it's interesting to me that a man's standard is different when he's looking to settle down. It's different when he's looking for marriage. When he's looking for a long-term partner, it's actually different. Now, see if you qualify for that. So, all right, ladies, we're doing the masterclass on Sunday at 7:30. We are about 2 days away, less than 2 days away. Join me. Click the link in my bio. We're going to talk about this and a whole lot of other things because a lot of women are done. They're fed up. Okay. But we got to stay positive and we got to stay hopeful because there's still hope. There's still hope. I would not ever have a fatalistic view on marriage and relationships. There is still very much hope. So we gotta keep hope alive. All right. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, stay open to love.